what's up? I'm Bvdmind. I'm a solo artist from New Jersey. I make music. I'm self-produced. I do everything just in my bedroom. It's how it's always been. Started in 2020, and yeah, dropped a couple singles, dropped one EP, and then last year I released one song every single month of the year. And yeah. I've been doing music. I've been writing music since I was like 11 or 12. When I was a little kid, I already wanted to do music because my sister was super into music. Like, she was always singing. My dad, when I was a little kid, like he played guitar and everything. He always had like guitars in the house and everything. So I would just kind of like steal them. So kind of just always had it around me, and then just got like straight up addicted to it. So when I started producing for myself was 2020. Like during COVID, I like bought a laptop, bought all the equipment and everything, and just learned off of YouTube like how to use like FL Studio and how to like make beats and stuff. Before that, I had known a bunch of instruments, but I didn't know anything about like production. I mean, I'm still learning. I still say every single day I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Like, it's a crazy world. It's a lot of math that I'm not good at. So it's a lot of just guessing until you get something that sounds good. And shout out YouTube tutorials, because I would not know what I was doing without it. For sure. So I've made all the instrumentals and all the beats for every song that I've ever put out. I have opened myself up to like collaborate with other producers like Ben Cheeky, RJ Payson. Like I've been a little more open to like having other people have that, you know, creative input onto like the instrumental portions of it. But I do still want to always have like a hand in working on the actual instrumental or beat and everything. Genuinely, I wish I had a cool story for it. I genuinely don't. Like, I think I just spent a really long time. I never thought I would go solo. So when I did go solo, I was like, fuck, like I need a name right now. I just wrote a bunch of things down over and over again until I found one that sounded cool, and then kind of put a meaning into it. So now it's kind of just the whole point of Bvdmind is it's basically like a character for the personification of like extreme emotion, like the extremes of every type of emotion. So I would say in person, I'm not as cocky or as insane as like I portray myself in my music and everything, or on stage. Like, it's very different sides to it. And that's because of that. Like, Bvdmind is like this huge, like dramatic character of like what feelings are. Oh, I 100% do every single time. Literally, like before going on stage, I have like a full ritual that I have to do to get into that mindset, because it's like I have terrible stage fright, and then when I'm on stage, I'm just jumping around and going crazy. That's why like before every show, I wear like a ski mask, and I like go onto stage with the ski mask on, because it's a lot easier for me to get on stage and get into the adrenaline portion of it, because you can't really see shit with that thing on. Like, there's no peripheral vision, so it really helps me get into the mindset of it. But total, complete, like, I'm losing it. Oh, that's so good. I would say there's a lot of different emotions going on, and like you can definitely see the journey of like how I've gone about creating music or dealing with emotions in general throughout my music. I would say the message would be, don't be afraid to feel things. Don't be afraid to, you know, be dramatic about shit. Don't be afraid to, you know, let those feelings, let those thoughts out, because the whole point of it is, you know, I'm making this music that's like, sometimes it is really cocky, sometimes it is obnoxious, sometimes it is like overly depressing for no reason, like depending on what the song is or what the message is. It's just like, embrace that shit, like let it be your message, like, because other people are feeling that way and they don't know how to put it into words, or they don't know how to put it into a creative outlet, and you're giving them that kind of source to feel things through, I guess. Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of music, kind of. It allows people to feel everything to the max.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. And I would say like that's definitely like the message that I've been putting out through it is like, be extra about that shit. Like, let it out. Like, the good things can come of it, of you like being in touch with those emotions and like maybe being a bit too dramatic about them. Like, put that shit into music, draw something about it. As long as you're doing something with it, like, who fucking cares? So they hit me up. We're doing this cover. I jumped on the cover. I like the song. I fuck with Rihanna. I was just hyped to be a part of it. And we shot like a really sick ass music video for it. And it took a very, very long time and a lot of work. And I'm so happy with the way it turned out. It was so much fun too, because the person who shot it is my drummer. So he's my live band drummer. Shout out Daniel. So it's fun to work with just a bunch of people that are already your friends. Like, I love everyone in the Uncertain. They're all like some of my best friends in the world. Daniel and Nat both did like shooting and everything for it. It's so much fun. You get to just work with people that you already fuck with. The cover was really fun to record. Like, yeah.
Are we gonna get a full Punk Goes Pop album?
Oh my god, I would absolutely love to, if we didn't put so much into this Where Have You Been one, like, I would definitely want to jump on the wave and drop one myself too. But we did so much collaborative effort on like this one being like a dual release thing. I want to yell at literally everyone else to like jump on the train and like get a Punk Goes Pop going. So whoever is watching, if you want to make a Punk Goes Pop, let's make it happen. For me, I am super obsessed with like visualizers and music videos and everything, and like the visual aspect to music, because it creates such a good like world building aspect to the music. Music is fun and it's great and I love listening to it and everything, but like, if a cover art for a song like sucks, like, I don't even want it on my playlist because it looks ugly.
Wow, you judge a book by its cover.
Oh, 100%. Like, I like the song, but I don't know. It's something about, I'm obsessed with like gorillas, and like gorillas, for example, like they literally would not be a thing or as important without the visual aspect of it. So there's such an important world to the music videos and what that can bring for like what the vibe of the band is. Like, for me, like my whole first like few projects was like pink and black and crazy, and I wear my bulletproof vest on stage, and like that's in the videos too. And it's like, it's important of building that brand. I think the visuals of music is sometimes just as important as the music itself. You can have like really, really good songs and then a video that's like, what the fuck is that? And people will be like, what the fuck is that? And then like people don't appreciate the music. I think they go very importantly hand in hand to like complement each other.
Completely. Especially in the age of social media too.
Especially that, because everything that we do, we're looking at something. So it's like, it is the way to like tie people into listening to the rest of your music.
I love it. And I was talking to this other artist the other day. She kind of did a conceptual type of album. I was talking about how much I love Melanie Martinez, even though she got canceled and everything, because she makes like movies out of her albums.
Yeah.
And they're so cohesive, they're so intentional. 100%. So I love it when people go all in with the art. It's not just about the music production, it's also about the image and about the storyline.
Yeah. I feel that way too. Like, without the music video for this cover, like, I don't think, or all the videos that we shot for it, we have like so much promo content. Like, genuinely, that's like one of the most fun parts of it, is like shooting all that stuff. I don't think it would have gained as much traction as it has lately if we had just put out a cover, because like a cover's a cover, like people have done it before. It's about the amount of like work and the visuals and the kind of world that we built around just like one cover. Fuck. Damn. So 1212 Project was fun because I didn't really plan it out whatsoever. Every song that I dropped throughout that year was made during the month that it was dropped. Like, nothing was like pre-made or pre-recorded or pre-written. Like, it was like, fuck, I need a song for this month. let's sit down and make one. So there's some songs on there that I absolutely love and like are some of my favorite music I've ever made. And then there's some things on there that I absolutely hate. It really helped me get into the headspace of like, I'm a huge overthinker when it comes to the music. And before 1212 Project, I would take like a really long time to drop music. Like from 2020 to 2024, I had only dropped 6 singles and then a 6-song EP. And I know that sounds like a lot, but like for me, it's like 4 years of that was just like not enough for me. Like I want to do more. Also doing a lot of shows, that music can get old really, really fast. So when it came to 1212 Project, some of them were just like I'm really proud of them. Before Coda, I'm very, very proud of, like definitely one of my favorites. Fear-Based Art is probably like the most personal I've ever gotten with a song. Like that whole song is just about like the fear of being a musician and like, what if this is all for nothing? I'm trying to think of any other songs that are on there. So the story for the Before Coda song is actually like is prologue the right word? Before, like before? Okay, yeah. It's the prologue to a storyline that I'm kind of setting up that has to do with like the whole like Bvdmind being a character and like personification of like raw emotion and everything. Coda is another character that plays into that kind of storyline that with the project that I'm working on right now, I am going to be kind of teasing more into that storyline, getting a little more in depth, and then we'll see where that goes from there with the Coda character and whatever project that may come with. I don't want to say too much though, because I'm doing world building, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Hardest song to produce? That's a great fucking question.
I mean, they must have all been pretty hard because you're giving yourself 30 days to get it done.
For sure, for sure. Some of them were literally like, I'm heading towards the end of the month. I've had no time to work on music. I need to make a song like today, start to finish, like get that shit out. Yeah, so I worked with RJ Payson on a song called Fallout for the 1212 project. He, if you don't know him, is that guy on TikTok that makes those crazy ass like guitar videos where they like don't even sound like a guitar. He's big on TikTok. You've probably seen him. He's a really cool guy. I actually met him at the mall once and was like, hey, like I love your shit. And he's like, oh dude, thanks. I'm like, I'm a musician, like we should work together. And turns out he's also from Jersey. So we got to working on a song. He sent me a bunch of like different cool lead guitar, like those weird MIDI things that he does, samples. And I had about 3 different ones that I was working on, trying to, I guess that is a struggle, is like producing on your own and doing it all solo is difficult, but being used to that and then working with other like producers or musicians on the instrumental can get even trickier because you get into a rhythm and you know what you like, and then when you're working with other people you're like, oh shit, like I have these things to work with. If I want this to be like a song with this person, I have to work with this. So I had like 2 versions of a song with him, and I got to like the last week of the month and I'm like, holy shit, I hate everything that I made out of this. Went back into the folder he sent me, got this one in literally probably 6 hours. I wrote, produced, made the beat, everything for Fallout, and one of my favorite songs I've ever made came from that. Really fun live, like one of the heavier ones. Like I just learned how to scream this year, so a lot of screaming in that one too. And yeah, shout out RJ.
You make a good point too about collaborating with artists, how it can be hard to kind of protect your creative vision.
Yeah.
Because you're working with someone that has their career thing, especially an instrumentalist and a producer. Like they have a formula that they always use. So how do you protect your creative vision when you're collaborating with someone and not step on their toes?
For sure. So I worked with Ben Cheeky, who does a lot of production for Chase Atlantic, on a song called Bang Bang for the 1212 project. It's not my favorite song that I've ever made. I love Ben Cheeky so much. That's not his fault. He worked on the beat with me. And that was one, for example, that is like, okay, this is a tricky situation where I really want to make a song with this person and the beats are cool. And fuck, I'm running out of time this month. I got to a point where it was like, the tricky part is sometimes you're not going to love all the music that you make. And what's important is that I know for a fact, because I've seen people online tell me it's like their favorite song out of the whole 12/12 project. And it's like, it's just fun to know that like something that you probably aren't proud of, someone is listening to every single day and absolutely adores. I got into the mindset that sometimes I'm making music because I love making music, and sometimes I'm making music and it's just for the people. Like it's just for the ones that want to listen to it. Like if I don't like a song, it's someone else's favorite. So who am I to like not put it out just because I'm not the biggest fan of it? I guess in my head it's like, if it's not for them, then none of this is possible. So they can love the songs that I hate. They can have it. Like who am I to not drop it? Because
It's an interesting perspective too, because once you release a song, it's really no longer yours. It's public's to interpret.
exactly. That's like the mindset, especially with 12/12 Project. Like I didn't have time to overthink. It was just like, let's drop this, let's drop this, let's drop this. It's not mine anymore. Like I'm putting it out there. It's yours. If I hate it, fuck me. You're gonna love it, or you're gonna hate it, and then we all hate it. Well, that's definitely one. Like I've heard a couple people say that they absolutely adore Bang Bang and it's one of their favorites from that project. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm very happy. I've heard. I don't know. I'm happy to hear that. I think the message is coming across a lot. That I've heard from a lot of people that have reached out and said like, like your music really helped me like feel like I wasn't crazy about feeling a certain way about a certain thing. Like just feeling like, I can feel these emotions so strongly and not feel like I'm crazy for feeling them. So I guess I'm glad that that message came across that way, that you can be mad dramatic about everything or indulge in your feelings and emotions. People call me a rapper. That sets me off.
What do you define Bvdmind as?
Man, I don't know. I just make music. I that's one of the ones that gets me. No offense to like being a rapper. Like I definitely do be rapping sometimes. But I guess I don't know. A rapper can't make smoke and mirrors. That's all I'm saying. But I do be rapping, so I can't front on that. I don't know. So that's exactly what I mean. What the fuck are we? We just make shit. I start to feel it coming. It's got a hold of me now. I think one way that I avoided burnout, doing that, dropping one song every single month for a whole year, like that can get exhausting, is one, like this is genuinely the only thing that I really enjoy doing in life is making music. So it was really fun to like have a reason to force myself to stay on it and stay on top of my game. Collaborating with other people really helped too. Yeah, it was challenging, but the challenging parts of it are what kept it entertaining and kept it fun and new. Trying to find out what kind of TikToks to make for each song. Also just seeing the live show set list expand and like have more flexibility now. I just got off of doing a bunch of shows for this 12/12 project, and it's really fun because now I had all this new music to play live. We had so much to choose from, so every show we were able to like swap songs around. So really just having that excuse to expand my discography and do all these shows, and all the songs are so different from each other. Like from Before Coda to Fear-Based Art to Fallout, like some are like crazy heavy scream songs, some are like pop ballads, some are like really emo, some are just rap songs. It lets my discography and my live shows stay super like versatile. So that was really fun. It wears my skull like a crown. I don't know what it is, but I swear. Probably Before Coda. I really do love Before Coda. I'm very super proud of that song. The chorus is very like woo, so I like making everyone in the crowd like wave their hands super dramatically. That's always fun. Fallout was really fun until I realized I suck at screaming. So I was like absolutely fucking my voice every time I would play it. Rockstar hits really hard live. Like I love closing out a set with that one. Yeah, that one's really fun, especially just to close out a set. Like it's such a good one. Back in Black is really fun. We took it off the set list pretty soon though, because Daniel hates playing it on the drums. There's a lot of stops on it. It's very like, it's a lot to memorize. So sorry, Daniel. I know I was a bit annoying on the production of that one, but I think he drums it great. So we should bring it back.
Yeah, it's really interesting that you make it all on a computer and then you kind of get this band that is able to pick it up like that.
Yeah.
You can have so much freedom on a computer.
100%. That's also like the really sick thing about being a solo artist is, you know, if there's an opportunity presented to me to do like a show or do, you know, some festival somewhere, and if one of my band members is like busy or has something else that they have to do or they can't make it that day, the cool thing about being a solo artist is having that flexibility of like a rotating live band. So, you know, most of the times Daniel will drum for me. If he's busy, because he's one of the best videographers in New York City, he's a busy man. I've had the Uncertain's drummer drum for me and the Uncertain's bassist play bass for me. I've had people from all over the scene like kind of just jump in and fill in and rotate. And it's super fun because every set, you know, you get a different artist perspective on what should be added to those songs. And that's, you know, that's not something you can get when you're in like a fixed band. It's kind of, you all have your creative opinions and you get the songs and that's it. The way my rehearsals go is I kind of present you the song that I made and I go, do what you think sounds cool over it. And then that's what we're going to do live. I don't have much judgment over it because it's like, my judgment goes into the instrumental, goes into the lyrics. I did my part. If I'm bringing in a new musician, like, do what you want, do what you think sounds cool.
I love that. Yeah. And you make such a good point too, because I think a lot of people kind of get hyper fixated on like it has to sound just like the studio recording when it goes live. But I think it's so amazing to kind of transform that into something else live. The live experience isn't the same as a studio listening version. Like a lot of people give Tate McRae shit for that.
Yeah.
Because she sings like in a very different tonality than what she records in. Yeah. But I think that's what it's supposed to be about. The live show is a different experience. You're paying to see something come.
100%. I think if you're going to a show and it's just going to sound exactly like the record does, like you lose that sense of like, you know, why you're going to the show, why you're looking for that live sound. Like it's really, it's fun to go to a show and they're like trying new things or they're adding on new instrumentals and shit. Like it's fun to hear those songs that you already know the song, you already listen to the song. Like I want to hear it in a different way. I want to hear it expanded. I think we try our best to like see how much different from the actual record we can make the song sound live, like putting these crazy ass like metal drums and like crazy double kicks and shit over like a trap song or like, you know, a slow R&B song, like having these crazy ass crashes. Like it's fun to see it in a different light. God, it's chasing me down and I don't mind. I'm a huge fucking nerd. I love like video games and like movies and shit. So as a kid, it was always like, you know, comic books, everything like Nintendo. If you see my tattoos, I have a bunch of really fucking nerdy things. Yeah, a lot of Nintendo and Marvel and comic books. I would say that's also reflected in the music too. I have a lot of lyrics, especially in the 1212 project, just referencing like fucking Nintendo games or like Spider-Man and shit. So that's definitely an outlet for me. I think if I didn't do music, I would definitely do something down that route. I don't know how.
Making comics?
See, I can't draw for shit, so probably not. But I'd find a way. Yeah, definitely something in that like nerdy realm because I'm obsessed with it. I put it into my music. Like it's yeah.
You should make Bvdmind into a comic.
I would love to. That is a plan for what has to do with Coda. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're really building a whole new world with this.
Oh, 1,000%. Yes. Yeah. This is where I lay in the Jesus Christ. Fuck. Wow. Damn. That's really good. Let me sip my coffee. I gotta think about that. One song by any artist that changed what? The way I view music? It's gonna be so cliche and it's gonna be so corny. All right, I have two answers. One, is going to be Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, because, and I'll give you the not so cliche answer, I was completely raised on like absolutely heavy, dark, death metal. It was the only music I knew until I was like fucking 5 or 6 years old. All I would listen to is metal. My parents were like super goth. And so they would sometimes experiment with new shit. And I remember the first time I ever heard Queen, obviously having only listened to metal, it was very different for me. Bohemian Rhapsody being such a genre bending, all over the place, 6-minute long song. My little brain couldn't handle it, and I thought it was the greatest piece of music ever written. I still do. I don't give a fuck if it's overrated. I still do think that. And not a specific song, but just hearing Gorillaz for the first time in my life, I was absolutely baffled that it was probably the first band that I ever heard that could have a full album where every single song is a different genre and people actually fuck with it and listen to it. I feel like so many artists get so stuck in being like, we need a sound, we need a specific sound. Everything we make needs to fit this sound. And that just gets really boring to me because I love so much music. I want to make all that type of music. So seeing another band be able to do that and be so successful doing it really changed my whole perspective on how you can approach being a musician in the first place. I also didn't know shit about hip hop, and they introduced me to like Odd Future and like other things like that, which got me so down a route of like falling in love with hip hop. And now my music is all of that combined. Chaos 888 on my first EP, Dead on Arrival, was my way of trying to make like a hip hop version of Bohemian Rhapsody. So it's a 6-minute long song with 3 different beat switches on it that goes from like drill to trap to R&B. Like it's all over the fucking place. Not to say that I made this generation's Bohemian Rhapsody, but I mean, I'm just saying.
But I get you.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's a cliche answer, that song will always, I think, go down in history as one of the most
1,000%. Yes.
amazing. And then Gorillaz too, you make a great point. They were one of those bands that was just able to throw everything at a wall and everything stuck. You have a Gorillaz hat? Yeah. Hell yeah.
I re-downloaded Fortnite to buy their skins. So shout out Gorillaz.
And I don't think I'll make it again. Voices in my head.
Holy shit, a lot. So I spent my whole life, I never ever thought in a million years I would become a solo artist. Spent my whole life bouncing around different bands. I've put out music in other bands too, and I never thought I would want to do it solo. COVID hit. I broke up with the last band that I was in, tried the solo thing. You know, I found like a huge love for seeing how creatively insane I could go with the music without any sort of pushback on it. I will say that it is a very weird thing to not have differing opinions in like the creative process, but it is also the most freeing thing ever because I can make, you know, this crazy 6-minute long drill song and then make like a really stupid, heavy, screaming fucking metal song next. It's nice to be able to bounce around like that and not have anyone tell me if this shit's ass or not, which is cool because then I can put out songs that low-key do suck to me and then other people love them. So it's a very weird, almost too freeing thing to be solo, but it makes for a really cool thing. I've met so many amazing musicians through it, whether that be for like collaboration or like who's going to be in my live band for the next show. I've met so many amazing people. Daniel being such an amazing drummer. The Uncertain has been insanely helpful in my journey. Just like, you know, us working on this cover together, doing so many shows together. They've taught me an insane amount about marketing and promotion. And yeah, I didn't know shit about any of that. If y'all want a musician that genuinely has no idea what he's doing and is kind of just learning it day by day, I'm your guy. Jump into it. Like literally, if you want to do music, nobody knows what they're doing. We're all just pretending until we figure it out along the way. So jump into it because I think I'm doing pretty good for myself and I still don't know what the fuck is going on. So just do it. Go for it.
Yeah. No, you make a good point too. I mean, I love the full band experience.
Yeah.
But I love that you bring that to life anyways when you play a show. You could easily get on stage with just a computer.
It's so lonely. I started out, when I first started Bvdmind, my first like 3 shows I did just by myself with just the backtracks. It is really, really lonely. I don't know how some solo artists do it. I hated it. I need the stage chemistry. I need to be, you know, looking at someone or like just bouncing the energy back and forth with another musician. I get so lonely up there. Props to the solo artists that do, but I can't. I get, the stage fright doesn't help either. Like, I get so shy up there by myself. So yeah, so I go live on Twitch with my sister every single Tuesday. We've been doing it for, I don't know, I want to say a month, maybe more than a month now. Like I said, I'm a huge nerd. I've been obsessed with video games and shit my entire life. I put it into my music, and I've always wanted to kind of have that side thing where, like, you know, Bvdmind is this whole character, and I can be myself, but it's a very exaggerated version of myself through the music. Whereas when I do the stream, like, we can just like hang out and be nerds and like play video games together, and it's really fun. I do it with my sister too, so it is an excuse for us to always make sure that, you know, once a week we have that day where we're gonna get together, just play video games together and hang out.
I didn't know it was your sister. That's like the
It's my
perfect
sister.
chemistry.
Yeah.
You could say anything, dude.
Exactly. So it's really cool because it gives us an excuse to, like, we're both very busy. You know, she streams every single day. I have the whole fucking music thing. So it's nice to have a reason why we have to get together, and we have to make sure that we do this every week. And it's really fun. Like, the people get to see a different side of me being absolutely insane and getting way too hyped over things in video games. When we dropped the Where Have You Been cover, we did a stream with The Uncertain where we all of us played video games together, which was absolutely hectic. So we've been dropping clips from that too. It's really fun. I love seeing another side of musicians besides like the music videos and like the super like good quality like things that are put out. Like, it's nice to see a more laid back style of content and kind of how they are when they're not performing. So it's fun for me to like make that.
I think that's such an important thing too. Like, you say you don't know what you're doing with marketing, but that right there, those streams are the best way to market, because now people are sitting with you for like an hour. They get to know the person you are. They get to connect with you. And then when they come to these live shows, it's like they're seeing an old friend, and like it feels like they're a part of something, like a family.
I love that.
So I really think that you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And I know it's easy to get down on yourself, especially in the age of social media with music. You don't see the numbers. You're just like, oh, it's not working. But what you're doing is perfect. You're really focusing on the community.
Yeah, I love doing it. It's also like the best way to like just chat with people too. Like, we're super on top of chat when we do the stream, so it's like, also, you don't realize how fucking hilarious so many people are until you're doing these streams. Like, dude, my fans are funny as fuck. Like, they're funny as hell. So it's fun to see another side of them too. You know, not just like in comments or like, you know, in the crowd of a show. There's not really a lot of time to like talk and everything. That's really the space to like chill, hang out, talk. Yeah. First things first. I just dropped Where Have You Been with The Uncertain, a cover of Rihanna's hit fucking song. We dropped the music video. If you want to see absolutely everything that is going on with me all the time, it's bvdmind.com, bvdmind.com. That has my Instagram, my TikTok. I post like 4 times a day on both Instagram and TikTok, so go check that shit out. You'll never run out of content, whether that be music videos, promo videos, streams, pictures, all that stuff. I just dropped a lot of really cool merch, and in that merch is just a little bit of the teasers of kind of the vibe that we have to come with the next Bvdmind project, which is yet to be announced. But once again, stick around, keep your eye out, and just know if I'm dropping a Punk Goes Pop cover, that means we're getting ready for something. like hang out and be nerds and like play video games together, and it's really fun. I do it with my sister too, so it is an excuse for us to always make sure that, you know, once a week we have that day where we're gonna get together, just play video games together and hang out.
I didn't know it was your sister. That's like the perfect chemistry.
Yeah, yeah.
You can say anything to each other.
Exactly.
You can rip each other's heads apart.
Exactly.
And nobody say anything.
So it's really cool because it gives us an excuse to, like, we're both very busy. You know, she streams every single day. I have the whole fucking music thing. So it's nice to have a reason why we have to get together, and we have to make sure that we do this every week. And it's really fun. Like the people get to see a different side of me, being absolutely insane and getting way too hyped over things in video games. When we dropped the Where Have You Been cover, we did a stream with The Uncertain, where we all of us played video games together, which was absolutely hectic. So we've been dropping clips from that too. It's really fun. I love seeing another side of musicians besides like the music videos and like the super like good quality like things that are put out. Like, it's nice to see a more laid back style of content and kind of how they are when they're not performing. So it's fun for me to like make that.
I think that's such an important thing too. Like you say, you don't know what you're doing with marketing, but that right there, those streams are the best way to market, because now people are sitting with you for like an hour. They get to know the person you are. They get to connect with you. And then when they come to these live shows, it's like they're seeing an old friend, and like it feels like they're a part of
really
something,
sweet.
like a family.
I love that.
So I really think that you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And I know it's hard. It's easy to get down on yourself, especially in the age of
100%.
social media with music. You don't see the numbers. You're just like, oh, it's not working. It's not working. But what you're doing is perfect. You're really focusing on the community, and I think fans just above and beyond appreciate that.
I love doing it. It's also like the best way to like just chat with people too. Like, we're super on top of chat when we do the stream, so it's like, also you don't realize how fucking hilarious so many people are until you do these streams. Like, dude, my fans are funny as fuck. Like, they're funny as hell. So it's fun to see another side of them too. You know, not just like in comments or like, you know, in the crowd of a show. There's not really a lot of time to like talk and everything. That's really the space to like chill, hang out, talk. Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. So, final words. I'll leave the microphone to you. What can we expect from Bvdmind 2025? What do you want the people to know?
Gotcha.
What's coming next?
Okay, cool. First things first. I just dropped Where Have You Been with The Uncertain, a cover of Rihanna's hit fucking song. We dropped the music video. If you want to see absolutely everything that is going on with me all the time, it's bvdmind.com, bvdmind.com. That has my Instagram, my TikTok. I post like 4 times a day on both Instagram and TikTok, so go check that shit out. You'll never run out of content, whether that be music videos, promo videos, streams, pictures, all that stuff. I just dropped a lot of really cool merch, and in that merch is just a little bit of the teasers of kind of the vibe that we have to come with the next Bvdmind project, which is yet to be announced, but once again, stick around, keep your eye out, and just know if I'm dropping a Punk Goes Pop cover, that means we're getting ready for something.
I'm excited. Perfect. Thank you.